Hey guys, happy Monday. Here we are. We have another Monday motivational Zoom. And let me tell you what, you guys, this week we have a lot of stuff that we're going to go over. First off, some different perspectives. We have the 11-year anniversary promo. Jackie, though, is going to kind of start us off on some perspective and things that are really just, I think we definitely don't talk about enough in this industry. And I think it would be a good way to launch off tonight's Zoom. And then I am going to show you guys some stuff that I revealed to Cliff the other day that I'm really excited about. And I'm going to present it to you all for sight to see, because Cliff is very excited about it as well. But I'm going to present it to you guys. It's still being the tweaks of some of it, but he loved it and couldn't wait for me to present it to you all. So anyways, I'm gonna let Jackie go ahead and start this off.
I'm not even talking. I said thank you, Amanda. Happy Monday, you guys. Monday Night Motivational. I'm not supposed to be in the car right now. Normally, I'm like, tucked away in my office where I can, speak to you guys. But I had some last minute errands because this week I'm going to be traveling to Toronto. We're doing a Thrive Mingle, like another one, a little different though. So yeah, I had to do some last minute errands before I go. But this week, you guys, has been a really, really dark week in network marketing. And some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys might have no idea, but we just recently lost in an absolute legend in the network marketing space. Jessie Lee, she was, she's with another company. I actually found her like probably like 4 years ago along my network marketing journey. And this is my first company, you guys. I've been here for 5 years, right? I am somebody who was very naive to network marketing. Okay. I was naive to network marketing. I didn't know anything about network marketing. I actually even had a roommate, you guys. I had a roommate, okay, like back in the day, and he was literally a part of so many companies, you guys. I didn't even know, right? There's so many amazing opportunities out there. And her passing took a toll on me as soon as like I heard about it, just because I had been following her journey like from a long time, like from 4 years. She has transformed a lot in the last 4 years. And I want to just share this with you guys because like, being a leader here at Lavelle and showing up for you guys on like Mondays. If you guys are on my team, I show up for you guys on Tuesdays. I show up like just all the time, right? But we all go through life, right? We all go through life, and constantly, in order for leaders and stuff to show up as they do, they have to constantly pour into themselves, right? And she was one of those leaders that I poured in there, that I had pour into me. And in fact, probably one of the only ones from a network marketing company that I would actually plug into. Okay. Because very rare, if I was going to plug into somebody, I would plug into other people who were not in network marketing. They were probably in like business, or maybe they were part of network marketing prior, but they've gone just straight into like coaching and stuff. Like, Eric Worre, Ray Higdon. I don't know. There's so many, right? Jay Shetty's one of my favorite ones. I listen to Jay Shetty. It has nothing to do with network marketing. It's more about like self-development and stuff. But for Jessie, I really looked up to her because she opened up my perspective about what this industry can do for you. And there's a lot of people, you guys, that love to look left and right. What's the next hottest thing? Going to different companies and this and that. And she may have done that in the past, but something that I really liked about her is that she wasn't like she wasn't trying to recruit you just because you were from a different company. You know what I mean? She was somebody, she shared her knowledge, and she didn't hold anything back. And she created genuine relationships, right? And I think that a lot of us could learn a lot from that, right? So anyways, I followed along her journey, and just follow along all of it, right? She got her teeth done, all these things. I was just like, wow, look at her. She's really taking care of herself. She lost a ton of weight, right? Like there was just things along her journey that she said, she's like, you know what? If you're a top performer, you got to start looking like a top performer. You got to start showing up like a top performer. So that's what inspired her to be a product of the product and look the way that she wanted to look after being super, super, super successful, you guys. And like her passing, like as soon as I heard about it, I was like, holy crap. My whole day, you guys, was like, it was shot because I kept hearing and seeing her voice, right? Like I kept hearing and seeing it. And like I was seeing it all over like social media. I would hear like some stuff of her voice because there's so many nights, you guys, where I went to sleep listening to some of her podcasts, some of her perspectives and stuff, so that I could wake up in the morning and pour into my team, right? So you guys have to be able to find that inspiration from somewhere, right? Whether you're going to be coaching a team, whether you're going to be pouring into customers, like how can you actually like change lives, right? If you are feeling a certain way yourself, right? This is why a lot of people are like, I'm not ready to, turn on the camera on the Zoom, right? I'm not ready for some of these things, right? You have to prepare yourself and get ready. And she was one of those people that really spoke to me. um Another thing, something that I really looked up to her for was she said, network marketing is my bread and butter. All these other businesses and these things and the things that I want in life, that's all just like whatever. Here in this industry, you guys, this is the only one of the only industries where you can create a cash flow. Okay, let's just say you have a you know, like a family member or whatever, they do really, really well in corporate or whatever, but their pay is timed, right? Like they get a set pay every single month or whatever, even if they get an extraordinary pay, right? It's just different. They don't get to write off anything. They're not so liquid, right? A lot of the time they have to chunk away a lot of their money. They can't touch it. Another thing, like let's just say if it's like stocks or trading or one of those things, right? You have to use your money to make money, right? You're not exactly cash liquid flowing, right? This is one of the best industries you can be in, where you are going to have cash flow come in. Yes, you have to be responsible, right? To pay your taxes on time. I like that is a big thing. If there's one thing that I can tell you guys, the money and stuff and helping the people is super exciting. But what's not exciting is when you don't save anything for taxes and you're like, oh my God, I got to pay my taxes. Like, crap, what did I do? The good thing about Lavelle, okay, and the good thing about Thrive in general, and a lot of what we do is because it is a lifestyle and because we do, get a lot of our friends on Thrive and things, a lot of the stuff that you guys can do can be written off. So make sure you guys are saving your receipts and just be smart about it, because pretty much every dollar that you make in the first like couple years, you can probably write it off, especially if you're earning, in like if you're early earner, right? Once it gets to the big times, definitely reach out to a mentor, right? It's so important to have a mentor. And kind of back to, the whole Jessie Lee thing. Jessie Lee was a mentor to a lot of people, right? Not only in her own company, she actually mentored a lot of people who were in other companies and stuff. And it was just so sad to hear about her passing. Another thing that like was kind of shocking to me, like obviously I follow her page. I've always been following her. I noticed that overnight she gained 20,000 followers, you guys. 20,000 followers after people learned about her death. Like, it's literally so crazy the kind of impact that you can have by sharing your voice, right? And she will forever live on in the network marketing space. She literally has so much content, you guys. There's no way that anybody can get through all that stuff like without leveling up their mindset, without something changing inside of them and thinking, you know what, I want more, I can do more. If she can do that, then there's got to be something here for me, right? So anyways, I just wanted to kick it off and say that, tribute to her. You'll see a whole bunch of it. If you guys don't know who she is, you'll see it like somewhere, but she was a huge inspiration. And yeah, so anyways.
I'm really glad that you did want to bring that up tonight, because I'll tell you what, guys, and it's such a tricky thing. I actually had a very, very good conversation with her probably about 2 years ago. I want to say it might have been about a year and a half ago. I had reached out to her because there was a Zoom that she actually had volunteered to do with our team on the Dream Team page. And there was a leader, and she may be on here now, that had arranged it. I didn't really know much about it until after the fact. Anyways, it had been removed from the page. And anyways, it was chaos. And here's the thing, okay? And her and I had a very good conversation about it because there is a lot of scarcity mindset when it comes to network marketing space. And a lot of times, one of the reasons why you don't hear a lot of leaders, um, you know, teaching from other companies teaching other teams is because of teams being afraid that their team's now going to jump on over to another company, right? But one of the things about Jessie Lee, and I'll just tell you, I've been following her for probably about 6, 7 years now. Well, what year are we in? 2023? Since her Modere days. Okay, let's put it that way. And some of you guys didn't even know she was ever in Modere. And prior to that, I believe she was like, what's the company that sells like toys, like, sex toys, Pure Romance. That's where she was at the beginning, right? So, anyways, I started following her back when she was in Modere, and I really kind of, she used to do all these Halloween type of like, she'd always do like these makeup looks and stuff around the holidays. And just a very big personality. But her and I had a very good conversation about it, with the scarcity mindset and so forth, right? And here's what I want to teach all of you guys. And my very first company, they didn't even let anybody from other companies teach at all. They didn't want you to follow anybody. But I want to tell you this. When I hit a stagnant place in my business and my growth, sometimes looking at other leadership in other companies helps give me a different perspective of ways to grow. And in fact, I had just been doing a deep dive. I'm really sorry about wiping my nose. I had just been doing a deep dive and really studying the growth of some other places and what they are doing and how they are creating momentum, different techniques, whether that be Instagram. And that was one of the big things that she did prior to her cancer diagnosis. She would go live all the time. In fact, I think you guys probably heard me reference her going live and selling samples. She'd just be talking to people and she'd be selling samples like crazy. Megan and I maybe had talked about it because I know Megan does lives a lot of times on TikTok. But prior to that, and she got a lot of hate from the anti-MLM community. Okay. And that's kind of what I want to lead into here with, as that the more hate that she got, she spun it into growth. All right. And she spun it into the success, and she didn't allow it to hit her to where it made her stop, because she had seen so much success, not only on her own, but all the people that she had mentored, all the different resources, and Eric Voorhees and lots of people that she had helped over the years, that she literally tapped into, seeing. So she knew it wasn't only possible here, like where she's at, it was possible everywhere, right? And no matter where you're at, as long as you're passionate about your product, as long as you're passionate about what you're doing, literally, you guys, it doesn't matter. And there will be comments sometimes on her videos be like, she's not even mentioning a product. It didn't matter because she was networking and she could build businesses. And so if you're passionate about what it is that you have your hands on, and you are literally like sharing and you're being consistent and you're being yourself, that's literally what's going to attract people to you. So like, she would get, anytime she made a post, it would literally be attacked by the anti-MLM community, about basically anything and everything, about her bad. But she just used that as a leverage to grow, right? And she was like the people's mentor, is what she would, kind of go by. In fact, I think it was like Limelight or something like that just had her at their conference not too long ago. It might even have been during since her cancer, where she spoke to the entire company and taught them. You guys, she has, like Jackie was saying, tons and tons and tons and tons of resources. You can go back and watch some of her videos. You can go on Facebook and look up Boss Lee. You can look it up on Instagram. You can look it up on YouTube. You can look it up on TikTok. I mean, she's just poured a ton of free resources out there. And that was the next thing I was going to tell you, is that I didn't, I have paid for lots of coaching over the years. I've gone to lots of things where I invested in myself, and going to different types of learning things. Yes, she had just launched her own app, I think in 2022. So like there's so much out there. And one of the things I do want to say is that it was probably about 3 or 4 months ago, maybe in June, possibly, she was sitting down to do her will. Okay. And this was a moment that really kind of hit me because she was sitting down to do her will and she had poured all of this into her business, and growing and so forth over the years, that the one thing like she didn't have was like, she didn't have any kids. She wasn't like, she really had never had. In fact, she just celebrated like the 1 year, and I know there was a lot of controversy over like her relationship. Um, I'm not going to get into all of that, but like she had just celebrated, but she had love. And you guys, her last video, Jackie said like she went to her page and like seen like 20,000 people start following her overnight. Okay, when they found out of her passing, but her very last video update was literally her like giving this most positive, excited for like the results that she had just gotten, where they said that she probably originally said 30 days. And then, as you can tell, they were like, she's not going to make it till October. Her doctor, her oncologist, in Texas had said, oh, we'll just schedule another scan in 6 months. And like, she had all this hope, but she said all these goodbyes right before she got off of that last TikTok, in like 7 or 8 different ways, like adios, amigos, like just like 10 different ways, and it was just very. That's how she's going to be remembered, right? Like that's how she's going to be remembered. It's like she even going out, she was optimistic about the future and about like life, and even though she had all these cards stacked against her. So I'm going to tell you, make sure you remember you have to take care of yourself. Okay. And her cancer diagnosis was found not even with symptoms. She just went and wanted to get an MRI and get an overall view of her health. All right. And there it was. And didn't even know it was stage 4. And I want to tell you guys, make sure you're taking care of yourselves, making sure that you are spending time with those that you love, making sure that, as you grow in this business, you don't allow people to kind of veer you one way or another. You stay true to who you are. Set big goals for yourself. Know that, she didn't come from anything special, and she grew from nothing to where she was, right? But at the end of the day, at the end of her life is when she realized the things that were most important. She paid, and if you go through her videos, it's like seeing the friends that were there, seeing the loved ones that were there for her, the people that were still there that showed up for her. And I'll tell you, I found that out over the last 3 years, when I couldn't be at the level of performance that I once was. Some people made me feel like I was less of a leader, that I didn't have it in me, that they weaponized that against me. I'm trying not to get emotional, but thank God I have the strength that I have within me, and I have done the personal development over the years to know that I know where my heart lies. I know that I want nothing more for my team, and my growth is on me, right? It's on me. And I remembered what a badass I was. And so the other night, yeah, I messaged Cliff on Friday, and I said, hey, Cliff, Amanda Savage here. It used to be Arnett, so you probably haven't really got to know me. I said over the last couple of years, I've been a little bit life changes here. Said, but your future 600K and 1 mil K pending in process, and a team of badasses that are about to dominate over the remaining quarter of the year. And 2024 will be our bitch. I didn't say it quite like that, but I wanted to make sure he understood that we aren't here to play, that we're here to dominate. And we have been on, and had at least one of us on GOAT or more for the last 7 years, right? And we have flooded the magazines, our team, right? So all of you guys I want you to know that you, doesn't matter who you are, where you're at, what rank you are, have the opportunity to really, really dominate over the remainder of the years. And I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek of something. I'm going to draw it up. And the reason why I'm going to draw it up for you is because I am going to fix this light so you can see it. All right. So this is you. Okay. This is you right here. And say you recruit, it's going to take 12 people for you to get 100% check matches. A lot of you guys are not eligible for rank advancements, right? But we're all eligible for check matches. And I'll show you what I have on my phone afterwards. But say you have you right here, okay? I'm trying not to get that thing on here. And say you have you, one. Actually, you recruit somebody. This is somebody else, okay? This person right here is somebody else. And then you recruit another person, another person, another person, another person. All right, so we got this person here, 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 and here. And this is you. This person goes 12K because this person now recruits and they are going to have a 4K. We're going to say 4K. I don't know. My numbers are whatever. These are all 4Ks, but this might just be a brand promoter. Okay. This person, boom, boom, boom. We're just going to say 4K, 4K, 4K. And then this is just a brand promoter. This person is a 4K. Okay. We're just going to go like that. This person, that way and they maybe have a 1600 or whatever. And then this person here also, okay, gets a 4K, 4K, 4K. You could recruit all of these people. All right. But just say you recruited this person. Actually, let me get a color. I'm going to get a different color so I'm not confusing you here. All right. So you've got a mission for 12. All right. Here's your 1. Here's your 2. Here's your 3. Here's your 4. Here's your 5. Okay. Here's this person, because this person's kicking ass. So you're helping them. They might help enroll somebody too, but we're just going to go with it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then, whatever. Okay. So just say you helped move people. Now, obviously, you're not going to build all of these teams. You guys, that's $116,000 in matching bonuses. If you help. Now, listen, you could just go right across the board and help all those people go 4K. Do you realize that? If you go on a mission right now just to help 12 people between now and the end of the year go 4K, but then if you start stacking the people that are winning, because you have 60 days, so the people that are meeting you halfway, say they get a 4K, you have a 4K, and then they get like another 4 or another couple thousand or whatever, or they need 4,000 to say they work and they get 8,000 in volume. You have a 4K sitting over here in your waiting room. You move that 4K under that person, they're going to go 12K. Now, say you've got one person that's really hustling, okay, and they are building like crazy, and say they get a 12K or 12K or whatever. Well, if you have a 12K and this person's sitting over here and they're at 24,000, you can move that person to there, and then you just, boom, you just made a 40K. So you're going to get a 40K rank advancement, well, match. You're going to get a 12K rank advancement match, 12K, 12K. Anyways, it comes out to be $116,000, right? Also, something else that I recognized and I realized, I'm trying to get my phone because I'm going to show you guys a little thing I've made. All right. And this is what I sent Cliff the other day. There are 21 pages to this. I sent Jackie this. Let me just show you a prettier view of what I just drew out there, okay? So you guys can get a better picture of it. Can you see it? Yeah. Get my hint here? So these are like, basically it's teaching people, the VIPs, really getting focused in on VIP 800, VIP 400, 800, and VIP 1600, and how we can create that. But that is 116,000 minimum right there. Now, this could be you. That 40K, that could be you, right? Because you need to have 4 legs. But also something else I wanted to show everybody is how to maximize. We're going to take a 40K, and I want to show somebody that is actually, yeah, let's do a 40K. Here is what I've created. I'm sorry. All right. And what this is for that 40K. I'm sorry, that light's messing with us. And I have this for every rank, whether you're eligible for bonuses or not. I have one with the rank and without it. And on this little sheet, it says how much your heavy leg can be. All right. Which actually, I just realized my 40K one is wrong. Oopsie. I missed a number. But my point is that if you have 2 12Ks, 12 auto ship customers, and you have your 8 qualified and active promoters personally enrolled, you're eligible for the auto bonus elite at 40K. All right. Basically, what this has is you maximizing the comp plan with fast start match acceleration at 20% if you have 8 qualified and active personals. Team commission matching. Did you guys know at 4K? At 4K, if you have 8 qualified and active personals, you get 40% team commission matching. Did you know that? Most of you did not. So I want to show everybody how to maximize their compensation plan. All right. Because your checks are going to be gigantically different. So if you don't have the 8 qualified and active personals, I highly suggest you start working on that right now. Because not only are you missing out on the team commission matching, you're missing out on the fast start match acceleration at 20%, which is huge. Okay. That's huge if you have your team growing. If you're 4K and you have 4 qualified and active, you get 10%, I believe. But I don't think a lot of people are maximizing the compensation plan. And I even have one of these sheets for 600K. Okay. Like, and what you need. And I have one for 1 million K or 1 mil as well. So I made these for every rank, and really getting focused in on the samples, really getting focused in on this, follow up. This whole, yes, I will be sharing those, Denise, as soon as I go through and make all the edits. It's taken a lot of time because I literally, plus I need to make sure I send them to Cliff before and get them approved before I pass them all out to everybody. But Cliff is very well aware of me doing this. And basically, I want to teach everybody that if we focus on those 10 new customer accounts every single month, like they have it like ingrained in us, then we are setting people up to have that auto elite bonus once they get to that 40K, as long as they have the other things in place, right? So yes, this is something, like I said, I've got 21 pages right now. There are some edits that I'm catching that obviously I didn't realize were messed up. And so this is something that I'm looking forward to teaching all of you guys, because the way that I explained it to them is that each and every one of you is a brand promoter right now, that's not eligible. Maybe you are a 4K, maybe you're a 12K, maybe you're a brand promoter, maybe you're a 200K. Okay. But maybe you don't really have that many personally enrolled anymore, or people really doing much. Guess what, you guys? Our main focus should be, and always should be, never on the people here, but on the growth coming. You should be spending like 20% of your time with your current team, right? I mean, yes, you're teaching, you're there for them, you're answering questions for them, but you should be focused on new growth always. All right. New customers, helping those customers, new promoters, helping those promoters, and that duplication process. Why? Because If not, you're going to get too comfortable. And I actually love the changes in our compensation plan. And for those that haven't paid attention to it, it's actually going, your checks are going to increase by how they made the changes. All right. Because they are setting people up for, you have to have 2 customers in order to hit a rank. And guess what? That means that you are going to be thriving for free, right? Everybody's guaranteed. If you are doing that, like you are going to auto ship customers, new or old, you're going to be thriving for free if you do that. So I love it because that increases the personally enrolled, and people that have personally enrolled customers, that increases your check, that increases everybody's check. Okay. And then also I love the increase in the 200. I don't think that's a big deal. I think it's wonderful because it eliminates all the people that are just sitting there and literally, it basically means you have to be more intentional. And let's just be honest, you guys, if you're not getting any more than if you're only getting $100 in sales, chances are it's not going to make that big of a difference in your check. So, that's what I always try to stress to people that are just getting started, that don't have any money at all. Like, don't spend your last penny on that if you're not going to get paid anyways. Like, I want you to be able to keep your lights on at your house first, right? Like, not overly stressing. Let's focus on getting those customers. Then you're making money on your commissions and you have a reason to be commission qualified. So I want you to be getting a check if you're commission qualified. I don't want you to just be commission qualified and not getting a check from it. So I want you signing customers over you placing an order any day. I will always recommend that. But so yes, 100%. You need to have 200. No, not on auto ship. You just need to have 200 in PV, and that can be any combination of custom, but it can be 200 PV. Yes, you could place an order for that, or you could sign 2 customers for $100 each, and then yes, you would have, or it could be a current customer, old customer, new customer, whatever customer, as long as you have 2 customers. That's for rank. So you need 200 PV for you to be qualified and active, and then you need 2 customers ordering for you to be for your rank. Okay. But obviously the other qualifications for your rank. But yeah, so it's actually a good thing. It's a very good thing. And as this space changes, and please make sure you understand, guys, that's not saying you need to go buy that. No. The point is for you to qualify with customers with it. And also it pushes you to qualify. It also pushes you to be able to thrive for free. So just remember that. Okay. If you're at 100 in PV and you don't have any team or whatever, you know, you're not going to make much money. You're not going to make money on your own sell anyways. So like, you definitely want to push to get the customers versus you just placing your order. But maximizing the compensation plan right now is huge. Now there is anniversary promo as well. And how can you leverage this? Jackie, did you have some things you wanted to kind of say on the, I got to blow my nose real quick. But if you wanted to kind of go over that for just a second.
Yes. And oh my God, just so many things. Like one more thing is just, I see a lot of comments and it's like I can't sign a promoter, right? If it's not like, if you personally cannot sign a promoter yourself, I think it's really important to kind of evaluate, like, why am I not signing a promoter, right? What am I putting out there, like on social media? How am I in person, right? Am I coming off too strong, right? Because there's a lot of things. Am I helping people correctly? Like, what am I not doing, right? It's always important. Like, it's not just I can't sign a promoter, right? Because there's people all across the board, and like, you're gonna have your seasons, right? Like, even the top leaders, they go through like seasons where they're barely signing, right? They're barely signing promoters. Or another thing is just that we might have customers, but we don't feel that like that person's ready to even promote, right? We're not just going to start flipping promoters just to flip promoters. If a promoter's not ready, we will definitely hold them off, right? But with the anniversary sale, right? right now with your personal customers and your personal promoters, if they do get that anniversary pack, you will earn $50 on every package, and you're going to get $50 in credit. So it's crazy that the company, like, they're giving whoever sponsored, right, they're giving them pretty much 100 in value, right? The customer themselves are getting 33% off of the package products, and they're also getting future promo codes, right? They're getting a 20% off promo code. They're getting a free shipping code for their next purchase. So if you guys have customers that are like, this is the perfect person to reach out to right now. I'm going to give you guys some perspective. You have that customer who's always like, are there any deals right now? Are there any deals right now? They're always going to look for the cheapest thing, right? Or they're like, oh, I should have bought during free shipping, but I didn't, right? Go reach out to those people and say, hey, it's Lavelle's anniversary. There's a promo that's happening right now. It is $300, but it's going to be well worth it for you, right? It's going to be well worth it for you. So just see if they will buy, right? But I thought it was that promo itself. If you guys got two customers, right, that bought that pack, you would make $100 on that in cash, right? You would make 100 in cash, you would make 100 in credits. So there's just so many ways you can incentivize them in the future too. Like if they're really, really like hurting, right? They like it's way over their budget. They don't even purchase that amount. Because I have a customer that's like that. But I told them, I said, you know what? I'm like, I know you want a deal every single time, but if you get this one, you're gonna get a deal for next month too. Like, so this is the perfect time. You're always telling me you're out of capsules, so buy more capsules, right? Work with your customers who might be able to benefit from this. And if they can't get that $300 pack, you guys, they can also just, if they spend $200, they get free shipping. So there's a lot of ways to work this, but obviously if you go for what what Lavelle is actually promoting, which is that it's basically the 3-step package, the detox, the sleep gummies, and balance and sculpt. That's a lot of stuff, you guys, but that is honestly the starter kit. Like if I were starting as a brand new thriver, I would like, those would be all the products that I would probably get. For me, the sleep gummies, maybe not. It might be something else. Maybe collagen gummies, that would be my pick. But it's still like those gummies being the extra, for a brand new thriver. One of the things that we also get to is like, oh, I couldn't sleep the first couple days, or I just had so much energy. And if you ever have somebody like that, these sleep gummies are going to come in like perfect for that. But just work with that promo, you guys. There's a lot of, I mean, if somebody sold to like 8 customers and promoters, they'd make $400 and 400 in credits, right? So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy that they gave that to us. But yeah, it ends tomorrow. So make sure that you guys just do some reach outs. And my favorite way to reach out to people, you guys, is to just basically take that graphic, send it to your customer either in their text or in their like direct message if you have them on Facebook or Instagram. And I say, hey, I'm not sure if you saw, and then I'll send that thing and whatever, like I'll usually just say that. And for me, like I engage with my customers on a regular basis anyways, right? Whether I'm going to be following up with them with Thrive or not. So anytime that I do come in with Thrive, they're not surprised, right? They're not like, oh, where have you been? Like you haven't checked on me in forever, because I'm constantly I'm constantly talking to them about stuff that's not even Thrive related. So like I can talk about Thrive with them anytime. So I want you guys to really think about that. Don't be scared of your customers, right? Especially if they're customers that kind of post frequently. Make sure you do not pass or scroll past a prospect. Don't scroll past them, right? Yeah, staying consistent with their life, because then you can literally come in at any time, right? Anytime a promo happens or like whatever, they don't think anything of it because you're in their life constantly anyways. But yeah.
So I see, guys, I see this a lot, and people say like I have customers that, they don't want to become promoters. You don't want them to become promoters if they only want to be a customer. You only want them to be a customer, and you want to keep them as a customer, because a happy customer keeps on ordering as a customer. And sometimes they'll just like quit and disappear off the face of the planet if they become a promoter and they don't really want to be promoting. So be happy if you have customers that don't want to be promoters. You want to keep them that. In fact, people that want to be promoters, they're there for a reason. All right. And you need to know why. they're there for a reason. You need to know why they want to promote. Do they want to make some extra money? Do they want to be part of a community? Do they just want to they're an entrepreneur and they just are like into building and stuff like that. They want to be able to go on the getaways, or they want to go on trips or whatever it might be, right? So how do you get those people? Well, you have to be intentional about letting them know what it is that being a promoter is all about, what's in it for them. All right. At the end of the day, ultimately, I never would have joined Lavelle as a promoter if it wouldn't have been introduced to me the way that it was, right? So it was like, for one, the product sounded like something that I could really like enjoy. But also, when it was basically sold to me, it offered a solution to a financial problem I was in. There's a 200K bonus up for grabs. And yes, I said 200K. I didn't say anything else because all I saw was eyes on the prize. And that was going to solve my mission. All right. So I came in basically telling everybody I was going 200K. And if they wanted to join me, they could earn some bonuses too. Like literally, I talked about it every day on my platform. So everybody that joined me knew I was going 200K, and damn it, I went 200K in 9 weeks. And I told Cliff this. I said the way that I went 200K in 9 weeks is that I was focused on everybody going VIPs. I was focused on everybody hitting 4K, everybody hitting 12K, everybody going 40K, everybody going 80K, and everybody going 200K that possibly wanted to go there. But I couldn't help them get there if that's not where they wanted to be. So how do you get promoters? You talk about the solution that promoting offers. Okay. Paying the light bill, paying the rent, paying or being able to stay home. You focus on the getaways. You focus on that stuff. You focus on, and the reality of it is most people are not going to be me and say, oh yeah, I'm going to come and get a $200,000 bonus. But I'm going to tell you the reason why I believe that I could is because I earned 175,000 in my previous company. All right. I had earned a 10, a 15, and a $25,000 bonus at my 14-month mark, 15-month mark, or 13, 14, and 15-month mark in my first company. How did I do that? By being consistent and by claiming those rank advancements in my first company. And then the following year, I claimed the $100,000 bonus. So ultimately, and then I earned my ex-husband, I earned him 25. So that's where the $175,000 in bonuses came from. But here, okay, I came in with the belief that if I went there, I couldn't get there alone. I had to go with people. So by posting what your goal is and what you want to help other people achieve while you go after your goal. So if you want to go 4K, then your mission needs to be, who can I help go VIP 800, and who needs an extra $500 this month? Who needs an extra $1,000 this month? Because in the first 14 to 21 days, depending if they're international, it's 21 days, you can help them. And listen, we can't claim dollar amounts now, but you can show people how they can earn with fast start bonuses. You can show people, oh, Jackie, I love it. She's getting ready to add on to this. Say it.
I'm going to say what you just said. You're like, we're not allowed to add dollar amounts. Let me tell you, if we were, there's a lot of stupid companies out there right now, you guys, who they don't have a compliance team that's like ours. Our compliance team is like, they are really something, you guys. They are at the top of their game. They keep our businesses safe. They have really, really good relationships with regulators and everything. They are, we are a very compliant company, okay? They can't control everything that the promoters do, but that's literally why we get so many compliance, slaps on the wrist and stuff, because when we do something that's not compliant, right, Lavelle sees it and they slap us on the wrist. But anyway, Twin was because me and Twin talk all the time in the background, and she was saying, she's like, you know what? If we could post dollar amounts, our businesses would be booming and flying too. I am just saying, okay? But we're not allowed to do that. But, once upon a time when things were a little bit more relaxed than we did, it was crazy, you guys. And if you ever wonder why, like, okay, well, why am I not growing and stuff? And we have to be compliant. But this literally, when it comes to this, Jason Camper has literally trained us. You guys don't post these things online, right? Have real life conversations with people and you can share with them certain graphics and stuff in their DM. Okay, that's not non-compliant. You guys can do that. And yes, it's a little bit more work, but it is definitely what keeps our businesses safe, and it really prevents people from being fake, right? There might be some people, like I know for a fact that in other companies they'll post some ludicrous things and stuff that didn't really happen, right? But they're just trying to keep the integrity of our businesses. But if we were allowed to post dollar amounts and all kinds of crazy stuff, you best believe people are going to be knocking on your door and asking, how do you wear these stickers, right? They will ask you. So you do a little bit more in the DM. Okay. So yeah.
Okay, so I want to show you guys this too. Okay. This is one of the guides, which I know it's not the best picture for you guys to see, but this is also one of the ones I'm working out the kinks of. This is a VIP chart. Can you see it? Okay, decently a little bit. You see what I did there? It is literally a walkthrough of customer promoter, and the amounts there. Anyways, as I said, this is something that I showed Cliff, and it is so when they see it like this, it is literally doable. Okay. And the reality of it is, you guys, is that we are allowed to say for the VIP 400, when you're letting them know, if I could show you how to earn 3 bonuses in your first 2 weeks, you can say that. You're not saying a dollar amount. If I could show you how to get $300 in Thrive credits in the first 3 weeks, that is also something that is literally listed right there. Yes, there's $800 in bonuses just in the VIP 800 or VIP 400, 800, 1600. Because for each one of those VIPs, it's $200 in VIP bonus, $100 in Thrive credits. And then the fast starts are going to depend, because now somebody can be qualified and active without having the upgrade pack. So I've been doing a fine tooth comb, if you can't tell, on the compensation plan. Hence why I'm sorry, I'm disappearing, the reward snapshot right here, printed out beside me, because I've been doing a deep dive on it, because I want to help increase people's checks. And one thing I will tell you is, every single one of you guys, if you want to grow, and you want to get promoters potential or specifically, and you are a bomb at getting customers, then your challenge for the next week is to focus on what it is that you can solve for somebody, what it is somebody else needs. If they need money to pay their gas, if they need money to pay their rent, if they need money to buy groceries, with the rate of inflation, talk about it. Get that uncomfortable conversation out. Kids and extracurricular activities. Guess what? You want to find solutions for people. Your kids want to join this, they want to join that, then talk about it, because you want to help some mom out there, okay? Talk to people. You speak to your audience. You want to help somebody that has kids that the amount is just piling up on them. You want to help them have extra money for the holidays. Paul always talks about visualizing a Christmas tree and having Christmas completely paid for. Now, it's not about the gifts. It's not about what's under the tree, but I'm saying, you guys, somebody is already stressing about the holidays and what's to come. So you need to get out there and be intentional about this. And then guess what? When you're talking to them because they found interest, you can shoot them that VIP bonus chart. You can also shoot them the rank advancements that they are eligible to earn. And since it's after the 15th of the month, all volume this month will roll into next month. So at the end of October, guess what? They've got a huge potential right now to run for so much of this stuff. And you guys get focused on those VIPs and the duplication. Like every new promoter that comes into your team, you should be in a chat with those people. Like you have a new promoter coming into your team and they're under, say, Megan, get me in a chat with that person. Let's get them VIPing. Let's get them not overloaded, not sending them 20 million documents. I'll be honest with you. If I joined and somebody sent me 20 million documents, I would be like, F you. If you send me this, game on, bitches. I'm going to mark every single one of them off and tell you what's next. There. Here's what's next, Amanda. This is what you can go for next. There's my VIP or my 4K chart. Okay, everything's done. What next? Oh, wait. There you go. 12K. What's next? 40K. And you only present them with what they're eligible for next. Okay. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you guys, you have to meet new people. So if you're working Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I don't care, whichever one this applies to, you need to be adding every single day. You need to be posting every single day. Do you want to just post about Thrive? No, you want to post about things that are relatable and you can throw some Thrive into it. All right. Like literally Thrive is so much part of my life. Like I could literally be just posting about being there with my daughter. And you know, heck, I could even post about being able to be home with her because I'm not going to say the C word. But I'm so thankful for being, you know, having my ability to be stay-at-home mom and work from home, especially when I'm not feeling good or she's not feeling good. And there's somebody that is at work right now and had to get a sitter and had to drag their daughter or their son out. And they didn't have that ability. So when you talk about the stuff that equals a solution to what somebody's problem is, that's how you get the promoters that actually want to promote. Do not make this sound like it's an easy peasy deal because you know that's fake and that's just bullshit. And they're going to find out real quick that that's not how this works. Just like any job, you're going to start at a baseline and then literally you're going to build the more you put into it. The more hours you work, the higher the paycheck, right? The more hours that you work and you're intentional with wanting to learn, the higher the position, the better the pay raise that you get, correct? You can't get to a promotion at a job without applying for that promotion or your boss recognizing, hey, she's going above and beyond. She would do great in that managerial position, or she would do great running this company. You're not going to get to those places without doing the development that it takes to get there. So you want to make sure you're adding to your network. You want to make sure you're posting solutions to people's problems. And listen, guys, there's no getting around it. You have to be consistent and you have to follow up, right? And that's going to look different for you. Don't try to do every single platform if you don't have very much time during the day. Get solidly focused on one and how you can reach your audience. Chances are when you first join, you might have friends and family that join you, but later on, chances are your friends and family, they're not going to join you unless eventually they get tired of seeing you win all the time and going all these darn places. And they're like, well, heck, I think I really want to do it. And at that point, they actually do want to do it. So they're not expecting you to build their business. And let me tell you, I've had lots of people try to join me thinking I was going to build their business, and that's just not it. Yeah. What is your daily method of operations? Every single person that gets started, you guys, you yourself as their upline, okay, you need to have a solid list of stuff. Like I send new people, here are the things that can help you do every day, okay? And I'll just tell you some of those things. Hold on, I got to pull it up. Because I send stuff to myself. Literally, I send stuff to myself because that way I could just hit forward to people, right? So for instance, all right, I took my vitamins, so I might take a picture. All right, I might take a picture. And somebody brand new, this is something very simple for them to do. I spend 15 minutes on personal development. Now, why would a new person, they might think that's not going to help me. Well, yeah, it is, because guess what? If they struggle with how to post or listening to something positive, motivational, inspirational, it's going to give them some confidence before they get started. But also, I tell people personal development is individual. So if you're needing to learn how to post better on social media, how to grow your audience, that's what your personal development should be. I like to watch YouTube or TikTok. TikTok keeps my attention span a little bit better. Message birthdays, message back to people in their stories. comment on people's posts. That's like Jackie was just saying. She doesn't pass up a prospect. You better believe you're going to find a reason to have a conversation with them or compliment them or message them and so forth, right? And then like TikTok, or I check my team chat, I check my team page. I post TikToks or Reels, depending on what you guys do. You don't have to do all of them, but this is just me posting the stories, an IG or Facebook post, whichever we're focusing on. If you post to both or you have an automatic, just realize that if you have it shared to one, chances are one of those platforms, you're not going to have as much interaction as just posting there. Like I think Jackie, she doesn't really post it. She's not really working Facebook, but she defaults because her post goes there. So she still gets interaction on Facebook, even though she's mainly posting on Instagram, right? And she knows that. So also, I follow new people on Facebook. I follow new people on TikTok, Instagram. I'm trying to make new friends on Facebook all the time. I posted something today on the Dream Team page, so you guys can go read that if you mainly primarily work on Facebook. It's a great little kind of checklist for yourself. Interact with Facebook posts, Instagram posts, or wherever it is that you're mainly at. I kind of interact on all of those. I spend like 10-15 minutes multiple times a day doing that. Interact on stories for my friends. Now, I need to make this very important statement, because it can be very easy to get hung up on liking, commenting, and interacting with other thrivers. If you are in growth mode, you need to like snooze them. Just snooze them so you don't even see them. Okay, snooze them. Other thrivers, yes, you can cheer on your friends, but be intentional about the time that you spend on it, because if not, you'll spend all day interacting with thrivers versus potentials and your customers and your potential promoters. Okay, interact on Reels, Facebook Reels, and stories. Again, you guys, people that are not yet on your team, potentials and so forth, that is going to be where you are doing that. Facebook keeps on suspending me for posting, liking, and commenting. You are doing it too much then. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. First off, slow down. Okay, slow down, because that means that you are adding too many people, you are liking too many posts, and you are basically you're being less intentional. Like you're being super intentional, but you're being less intentional with each individual. Okay, and that is where Facebook says, nope, 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 nope. You look like a bot, and honestly, it's not giving you time to really engage or have conversation with that person. So slow it down. Be a little bit more intentional with who and why you are interacting with that person. Because if not, like I said, and then following up with your even your old customers, you guys, people that signed up with you very beginning, this would be a great time to reach out. And you guys don't, I hate to tell you this, but if you do go live, I swear you will see a huge difference in audience. And if you get really, really uncomfortable, like I've told you guys many times, I get on there and I was like this, okay? Like I literally was like in very poor lighting, like in my face up there like this. And people joined me. People still join me because I kept showing up in their face. So just be consistent and have fun with it, because people will want to be part of that. So it says, how do you follow up with those who ask about our products but aren't ready to try? So here's what I do. So people that I just follow up with them, and I'm just straightforward. I'm like, all right, you ready yet? Like I'm just straightforward with it. And also whenever there's a promotion with it or something along those lines, first off, I always ask some questions to people, guys, when they ask me about the product, is I want to know, absolutely, Angela, where are you at on here? I'm going to look and find you. Here's the deal. You want to know why somebody wants what product. Why do they want it? What's it going to do for them? I'm looking for you, Angela. Why do they want to thrive? What is it that they are looking for? Like what kind of result are they wanting to get? Why have they not ordered yet? Is it because they don't have the money to it? Is it because they're skeptical? Like what's holding them back from that? And then we want to kind of try to finesse those areas and make it easier for them. I don't know where Angela's at, but I think yes, there she is.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. My heart is telling me I need to share with you guys, just because I think we tend to forget that we need to be reminded about the basics, right? It's super, super simple. You know, I was just like, I'm going to ask you you, a lot of people are like, I can't turn on promoters, I can't find promoters, but I'm going to ask you an awareness question. When was the last time did you guys paint the picture or leverage our company, leverage third party credibility, tell stories, putting yourself aside and showing other people? When is the last time you guys even told your story, right? Or told, like tell them what we offer here. And if you guys can't answer that question, that is your answer, right? This is super simple, like this business, go back to basics. And I think sometimes we tend to complicate things. If you guys are trying to GPOT, sign people, we talk about the products, what it does for them. And if we're trying to sign people for opportunity, it is because they don't see the vision. It's not because they don't want to join you. They need to see somebody else rather than you, right? Me, for instance, I leverage a lot of like, Jackie and Twin before I even had a team, right? I leverage a lot of other people, like, look at here, look at there. Like I show them third party. So ask yourself, are you sharing that? And another thing, you guys, it's so simple. For instance, whatever you guys want to focus on, right? It's always should be GPOT, new blood. And I think sometimes a lot of people get stuck in a place where it's like, I don't know where to go. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. It's not enough action. It's not enough action to get to know a formula that works for you. Okay. When you have action steps, right? I'm going to give you some action steps. Basically, let's say we're trying to get people on Thrive. We have to take ourselves back to doing those little steps. Even I do these little steps with you guys, right? If we're trying to get GPOT and we're like, oh my God, a promo, here is this, and nobody is budging, we must go and like engage, right? You must engage. You guys must create relationships, as in like, how are you? Like conversations. Another thing, are you guys sampling? Are we trying to get free accounts? Are we helping our customers thrive for free? Are we stepping up our marketing game, right? Another thing, I'm going to ask you, okay, let's go to, that's GPOT. Another method of operations for opportunity. Are you guys, like I said, telling your story or other people's story about the opportunity, right? Like for instance, you guys, another thing, I'm going to say this, if you guys don't write this down or a plan, it's just going to be a wish, right? Put it down as a task. Like I told my team too, this week, I put 6 people. I was like, I need to get people on Thrive, right? I put 6 people. I'm going to sign 6 people. That was like healthy, right? Like that's a big number. I was like, I don't know, 6 people. But I ended up doing all these sampling. I ended up talking to people. I ended up writing things on how I could get there. How can I get to that goal? And I ended up signing 3 people that's last week. And there's more people loading because I did all those action steps the week before. So it really is, how can you start, for example, right? I want to start, our promo is happening. So I'm like, I want to intentionally sign a customer and intentionally sign a business partner. So guess what I did? I started sharing who I was before, how this business was a smart, like the smartest, business model, just because, it's for people that want to start their first business. I knew who I was talking to basically also, right? So you have to get to know people to know how to talk to a certain person. Another thing, you guys, I want to ask you, I look for people now that are holding coffee cups, right? And I almost skipped her stories. She was holding a coffee cup and I skipped it. And I was like, every time my intuition, I was like, oh my God, why did I just skip that? So I went back and I was like, hey, it's time for you to thrive with me already. And she goes, oh my God, it's been heavy on my mind. You guys, people are just afraid. You need to go in. And honestly, it is persistently, like, it's aggressively, patiently working, right? And if you guys see it, I'm just no different than you guys. I just do a lot of action steps. I'm just like, just go, as in like touch and go. And I'm not afraid, right? And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I used to be, right? I used to be like, no, I'm not gonna go in. No, but I'm going to tell you guys this now. If you guys ever feel like that, go in. You got to go in. I did that twice this week. Another one, another girl. I was like, girl, you're drinking that coffee, your teeth's turning yellow. I was like, and she messaged me in a couple of days. And she's like, oh my God, Ange, I need to get on. I posted it. She goes, I need to get on Elite. Like I'm getting bloated. My teeth's turning yellow. You guys got to go in the stories, right? So, and another thing, you guys, I want you guys to keep it super simple. Really though, ask yourself, how much time do you really put into your work? Like really, it only takes 15 to 30 minutes intentional work. Just like when I just signed, she's going to be my business partner, by the way. She's like, hey, what do I need to do to be successful at the beginning? I was like, you don't need to do anything but thrive properly. You need to thrive properly. We're going to start sharing your journey, and we're going to work on your business 15 to 30 minutes intentionally. That's it, you guys. Imagine if you guys put 15 to 30 minutes intentionally in who you're going to engage with. You're looking for the tired people because you're not looking for victims. Why? They're going to be a victim all the way until they're promoting with you. Right? So please look for people that need this. Look for people that are tired. They're that exhausted mom. They're drinking like Jackie was looking at me with my coffee cup. I was like complaining, walking around with it, right? So look for people that need this. And I know that, like, it does sound overwhelming, but I'm going to tell you guys, it's the most simplest thing. When you make it simple, make it so simple, right? So I'm going to give you guys another action step. Okay. So daily method of operations. What do you guys do to keep the needle moving in your business? If it is GPOT, which it should be always, I'm going to tell you, like, during this time, it's not like the pandemic. It's going to be working like times 10. I think I've worked more than I did when, during that time. So I also even told my team during this time, whoever works during this recession, whatever it is, and trust me, there's people still, they're buying, you guys. So you just have to work a little bit harder. I'm being transparent with you guys. Okay. And this is the truth. Somebody that signs people constantly, I can see I don't give up though. That's the thing. Like, you should not give up because there's a lot of people that are looking for our opportunity. There's going to be even more people looking for it. So what is your daily method of operation? If it is GPOT, you guys, we must go back to sampling, right? Sampling, another thing that you guys can do is keep asking your customers, like, hey, like I have, 2 samples, like who can I give it to? You guys sit down with them. I honestly invest my time into people, like, hey, like, who do we know? So I go into their network, you guys. I really do try like everything that I can. And if they say no, who cares, you guys? I repeat myself even the next month. Right? So those are the little things that you guys can do to move your business. Ask for referrals too, you guys. Don't be afraid to ask. I didn't start asking until later along the line, but we are a business of word of mouth. You don't have to do this on social media. You guys can do this belly to belly, like go out and meet people, right? So let's go back to sampling, go back to free accounts, tell people like, hey, like go look for them, you guys. Another thing, there's so many to this things that you guys can learn in this business. You can go even look for talent, right? Look for somebody, for instance, for me, if I was to look for somebody, it would be somebody with like a good heart, good morals, somebody that can serve somebody. I will go in when I see somebody that is sick and tired. They are so ready, right, to go to work this business. I see that they're working all these different things. They're doing the most. They have hard work ethics. Those are the things that I look for. So if you guys are, let's say you're not in Roller, spend your time looking for these people. You guys, there's different. I am Avery. Yeah, you're Avery. There's different types of leaders wherever you are. Like if you're a Jackie, if you're a me, if you're a twin or Amanda, right? Amanda and Jackie are a lot alike too. So like, you guys find your people. And if you don't put yourself out there, you guys see me on social media, consistent as hell. and it's working. I'm telling you guys, everything that I have been doing, it has been working behind the scenes, right? And it's like success leaves clues, but who's willing to do the work, you guys? Who is willing to do the work, and who is willing to help and teach their teams that, right?
Yep.
Let's hold each other accountable. Because if you guys ask yourself that question, really, how much time did you guys put into your business? That I really wanted to really like put that out there, right? Like it's an awareness. And
Absolutely.
I as a leader can only like move as in control in the things that I'm doing. But I cannot, like you cannot, any of you guys can drag or like make somebody want like to work their business, right? This is why it's so important that you guys are always focused on activity that keeps you inspired. Follow the leaders that are aligned with you. You keep inspired, because no matter what day it is, even when you're not motivated, you still, the show goes on. You guys, we are in this game for the long run, right? So we're here to show you and give you like the strength to just like keep the needle moving. Like because if you're in, like I said, get active. It doesn't even have to be the business. Get active in personal things, right? Get active, go outside, go on a date, go on a something for yourself to keep that needle moving. You guys, it is just activity. It is our energy, right? So what are you going to give your energy to put into your business? But yeah, thank you for letting me share my thoughts.
Angela, you're amazing. You're always amazing. And every time you speak, it makes me like have to like, I'm like, I want to add 20 things to it, because it's like light bulbs, light bulbs, light bulbs. And as you were speaking, and you were talking about like get people on Thrive. First off, I want to tell you guys, when I first started the paper that they handed out to us, our 30-day launch plan, this is kind of what it looked like. Okay. Number 1, give 100 free accounts. 100 free accounts. All right. To everyone you know, ASAP. How many of you guys can honestly say you have focused ever on getting 100 free accounts? Huh? Yep. Well, we did. Okay. And if you've not, then I challenge you to get a piece of paper, draw out 100 boxes, and get focused on talking to 100 people and get them free accounts. And guess what? It might take you a while. That's okay. You're being intentional on getting 100 new free accounts, right? In fact, it might be a fun game. If you have a couple people, your accountability partner or whatever, see who can get to 100 free accounts first, right? Between you and your team. All right. Invite everyone to like the Lavelle fan page. Follow Lavelle fan page on Facebook, TikTok, wherever. That was another thing. Share one story a day from the Lavelle fan page that resonates with you, that you think could touch somebody. Now, we've gone a different way about how we do that now. You guys got to realize this whole thing was posted. Listen, you can take that story and you can paraphrase it, share it, whatever, create a story in your stories or however you want. But still, you guys, and we've got to get better about sharing those with the Lavelle fan page, but also just stories and testimonies that we see of our friends, our family, people that we know that are thriving, fellow thrivers, just like Angela was saying, leveraging other people at the beginning. You hear Paul talk about that, other people's efforts, you guys, that helps reach new audience. Your story may not resonate with somebody, but another story may. Chas Marie has told the story of the guy jumping out of the airplane, and somebody really needing like that adrenaline junkie. That's going to resonate with them, or the firefighter or the police officer or whatever, right? It's going to resonate with them. Sharing a lifestyle, like loving the energy, what it is that you love about Thrive. Remember, like Angela was talking about, and that's why I said while she was talking, you've got to remember why you joined, right? Why did you join? What made you attracted to the products? What made you attracted to the opportunity? If you aren't sharing that, you're not giving somebody else the opportunity for the same thing that you came in for. All right. And sometimes we're just trying to share a product. To be honest with you, I honestly think I'm immune, and maybe it's my ADHD. I don't know. But like, if I see like an ad, I just like scroll by it. So people make me stop. Right. And it's kind of like the whole idea behind a business card. If a business card has a face on it, you're more likely to remember the person. Why? Because it's like it's a more personable thing, right? And then also remembering that, you know, success does leave clues, and people are not going to join somebody that's not serious as a customer or as a promoter. So if you aren't showing that you're serious about what it is that you're doing or where you're going, people are not going to order from you because they're not going to think that you're trying to get a good, like you're going to take good care of them as their customer, or as the promoter to help them be successful. So, how do you do that when you've not had success yet? Well, you speak about their success that you want to help them find, right? Because you're going to go and do this together. And you speak about who you want to help. Why do you want to help them? Get focused in on the things that you want to help be a solution for the people. So just being more intentional with that. And then I could go on and on and on. But like Angela said, you guys do some self-evaluation about what it is that you are actually putting into your business, where you're spending your time. I promise you, though, if you find that you're spending a lot of time on other Thrivers pages and interacting with other Thrivers, put a hold. Like if you have to snooze them for the next 30 days and get focused on interacting, get focused on getting in other people's inboxes. And I'm not talking about just getting in and saying, oh, you want to join me on Thrive? No, I don't, because that's annoying, right? However, you are looking for some people that you want to help pay their rent next month. Like you want to help some people figure out a way to be able to, have less money or be able to pay off their student loans, for goodness sakes. Their student loans are back now. Like you're looking for a couple people that are interested in making some extra money and learning how to do this, right? And then just get zoned in on what it is that you want to help people accomplish. Whether that is you want to find some people that are wanting to lose some extra weight and that are struggling and they're bloated. Like I am really bloated right now. And I'm like, okay, so I know I need to eliminate some stuff out of my diet. And so like, that's where I'm focused on is like getting more hydration, and just stuff like that. So if you notice, like that's some of the stuff you'll be seeing me bring to the table. I had a real good roll going, and then I had a whole bunch of funerals and stuff this past weekend, and then COVID hit me. So COVID hit the house. But I still got this darn thing up that I was working on really hard. And like I said, as soon as I go over, yes. And if you share that you're going to get ready to do the detox, you guys share the benefits of it. Because if you just say you're going to do the detox, some people are going to be interested and they're going to be curious. But if you share why you're going to do the detox, that's where you're going to get a ton of people asking you questions. Like I signed, I think 10 detox customers when I did mine this last time. Jackie, you got any last minute things? I know we're kind of over. Angela, thank you as always for bringing some amazingness to this.
With the anniversary thing, there's a detox kit in there, right? And a lot of people, like, I mean, if you're pushing that anniversary kit, like, and you haven't detoxed in a while, maybe think about detoxing. I'm starting my detox on October 1st, and I have customers who are going to do it with me too, because they want accountability. Nobody wants to do that by themselves, even if it's online, right?
I'm gonna stop the recording, but I want to ask everybody to stick around for just 1 second after I hit stop. So I'm gonna stop this. Everybody have a nice night, but don't hang up yet. Okay, hold on. I just don't want to say this.